Capra side leading 12-8 with an attempt of this converted try to come. And I don't think there's any problems. He puts it right through, and that'll take the score to 12-10 in favour of the Capra side, with just on 12 minutes to go before the end of the third quarter. The penalties at this stage are still favouring the Capra side by 6-3. Valleys have picked up a little bit here. There's been a replacement here of the Capra side, number 16, and it looks like Gary Nichols. Oh, sorry, Ian Brazier. Ian Brazier is on for the Capra side. Alan Mills brings it up, makes a good break. And he brings it right up midway between the half and the 25. That was a good break. He'll play back to Strazza. Strazza on to Murray. Murray on to Murphy. Murphy on to Niebling. Niebling straightens up. He comes downfield, making a good run. This is much better effort by Valleys. On to Murray. On to Big Al McGuinness on the Boyle. Standing wide. They're having trouble in putting Big Al down. He'll play it back. On to Bob Arnold. He takes it up just over the halfway mark. And that was good football by Valleys. They're on the attack here. They play it. Get it back. On to Murray. Murray onto Big Darryl Duncan. What can he do? A big run here. That's the effort. Back inside to David Murphy. He's looking for support. He'll actually go on his own. Good work. He holds the play up. And that was good football. Good football, and particularly from Murphy. Play it out to Niebling. On to Murray. And once again, the referee does it again. And I'll just get the Neville Lucena to comment on this in a second. But I just took my eyes off that momentarily. He's awarded a penalty to Valleys when they were in a great attacking position. And I think that's the second time he's done it. And, you know, I think that it's a little bit unfortunate he's had to do that.
He's not playing the advantage. He should wait until see what happens with the attacking side before he awards a penalty.
Right, we see him, and here's Big Greg Walker going to go over. He's just pulled up about a metre short of the try line. Let's see what's on here. On to Big Al. He's brought down and a couple of good tackles. He'll play it. On to Murphy. Murphy stands. He holds. And he gives it to Darryl Duncan coming through. And that's a good try. That was good football. Obviously a conceived idea. And we've seen the Murphy doing that a couple of times where he holds the ball up. He stands and there's 2 or 3 players running around him. And the big centre was coming through on the Boyle. And it would have been very difficult for the Capras to put him down. A good move and the best football we've seen from Valleys in this game. And young Darryl Duncan making some very strong runs there. But I think there's probably been some form of a letdown here by the Capra side. They're a little bit bewildered as they stand behind the goal post. McNeil comes in. Oh, I thought that one was through, but it was out. It missed. And the score was just on 5 minutes to go to the end of the third quarter. Valleys are now in the lead for the first time in the game by 13-12 in this third quarter, whereas in the first half he was quite a powerful fellow to be contended with. And here's the fullback and Grimsey up into the movement. He gains about 15 to 20 metres, gets up, he plays it back to the blind side. It goes out to Kerr. To Kerr looking for support. He stands up in the tackle. Back to Grimsey. He's there again. He pops it away. And it's going to be scored by the 5'8" in white. I've been saying all the time that Grimsey has been a thorn in the side of the Valleys. And a knock on there. But he willed the advantage. He let it play on. And here's a good opportunity for Valleys. To Murray. To Niebling. Out to Caroccan. To Strazza coming through. Caroccan's going on his own. He's going to score on his own. Terry Caroccan, an easy try. He puts it down. He just went through 3 or 4 defenders there. They just hung off him, and he saw the opportunity himself. He seized it up very nicely. He knew that the 2 or 3 players outside of him, and he went through and scored very nicely. That brings Valleys back into the lead again. Just after 4 minutes of play into the fourth quarter, leading 18 points to 17. The kick-off there goes back to McNeil, who brings it up just onto the 25. He'll get up, he'll play it back. Onto McKickey. He gains 2 or 3 metres, barges upfield. He plays it back onto Murphy. Murphy pops it up to Moore. Running hard, goes wide. He'll play it back to Caroccan, to Murray, to Strazza. Strazza claps on the pace. He gives it back to Walker. No, Neelim, sorry. Standing out amongst the centres. Arnold's there as dummy half. He takes it away on his own. Looks for support, but no one there. He gets up, he plays it. Strazza to Murphy, to Murray. Comes back infield. And he's caught, but he gets rid of it nicely. Strazza is somewhat tripped as he went over in the sixth tackle. We'll see a scrum. And it's another scrum to Capra. And the big front rower takes it up. In Campbell, he'll get up, he'll play. Gives it out to Hopner. And Hopner's not put down. He got through a couple of tackles. And in doing so, I think it's Hickey that may have hurt himself there when he went in for the tackle. Yes, it is. Hickey looks as though he's hurt his wrist. Walker's up and about. He's okay. He takes it up, and he'll be put down. Karokin decides to go on his own. He gains 2 or 3 metres. He's put down in a tackle. Valley's leading 18-17 with just on 10 minutes to go in the final quarter. The game at Bullarilla, right on the 25. To Murray. He did a little chip over him. And he's held beautifully by Strazza. Strazza coming through on the burst. He must score. A beautifully timed move. It was a lovely little chip over. It was a lovely little chip over there by Mark Murray. And Strazza coming through. He timed it beautifully for his to be there in position. He was able to juggle it and go through and score underneath the post. That gives the lead to Valley of 21-17 with about 9. Alan Mills takes it up, but he's caught. We're only about 5 or 6 metres from the try line. There's a big move on here, and Walker coming through. Gives it Bobby Arnold, and Arnold will be over. He'll score. He scores about 7 or 8 metres out from the post, but within reasonable kicking distance for Valleys. Arnold a little bit upset there, but that was a good try, and Valleys are finishing all over the Capra side in the last 6 or 7 minutes. That was a good run by Bobby Arnold. Very good run. Right up under the halfway mark. He gets it out to Murphy. Murphy dummies. Comes back infield. Brings it up. He gains. He's still going. But he's going to be put down in a heavy tackle by one of the replacements. And out to Moore and Moore trying to break downfield, but he's going to be put down. Eventually put down. He gets it away to McNeil. He'll get up and play it. Murphy gives it up to Karokin, and Karokin, that was a set-up move on the boil again. He's going to go on his own. He could score. A nice tackle by the fullback. And another Capra player coming in over the top to push him down. A good run by Terry Karokin. Let me play it, sir, he says. And he'll get it out to Murray. He leaves it behind him. Russell Klein picks it up. He gets up, but he'll be held, and that's the end of the sixth tackle. Back to Karokin. Murphy, a quick one through to Scott Swarovski on the far side, and Vic Whelan, and he loses the ball over the line, and the referee disallows it right on the bell, and that's the final hooter, the final quarter. Valley's running out winners by 30 points to 17. The penalties favoured Valleys. In the end, they recovered 2, 4, 6 to 7. No, they were beaten penalties 6 points to 7, but they certainly won scrums by 9 to 5. Valleys running out winners 30 points to 17.